These several warm days of June will be for sure retained for a long time in memories of the joint stock company Kryukovsy railway car building works personnel, representatives of Iranian Islamic Republic and Iranian private companies, diplomatic corps of Iran in Ukraine as landmark event of 2006, the 10th anniversary of collaboration. The dignified delegation of Iranian guests was led by Mr. Malanejad, Vice President of Iranian Railways in Fleet Affairs, Mr. Alevand, Chairman of the Board of Association of Transportation Companies, Mr. Kamia, General Director of Association of Transportation Companies. The first meetings at Ukrainian land after the long flight, opinions exchanging, first impressions of the guests on the road to the Enterprise. Both sides interchanged greetings with ease in celebrating conditions. The beginning with warm words of delegation members from the enterprise management, district and regional councils, and of course, recollections about meetings, negotiations, and years of common work, discussion as per most plans. The excursion round the Enterprise, made by the guests with interest, started with live exhibition of rolling stock, where the first place were possessed gladdened the eye by the products designed specially to meet the needs of Iranian railways. Then the guests visited practically all main manufacturing facilities and workshops of the Enterprise: freight car assembly, wheel set and bogie, pressing, passenger coaches assembly, where they familiarized themselves with not only new models being manufactured, but also with manufacturing technology. was naturally that the landmark event for both our countries, for Kremenchuk, caught the mass media's attention. Within the joint press conference, the president of the JSC, Mr. Vladimir Prihodko, deputy chairman of the regional council, Mr. Pyotr Voronin, and high-level Iranian guests answered the questions of journalists from the central, regional, and city mass media. It was gratifying to point out that the event started with words about our work, with Iran being not only many years supplying of freight cars, but it also included much more aspects of our country's development in their collaboration. The solemn moment was at the end of the press conference after the numerous questions of the journalists. As the result of all the words declared, both sides signed symbolic charter about principles of collaboration between the JSC Kryukovsky railway car building works and the Iranian Islamic Republic Railways. With great interest, the invited guests participated in celebration party devoted to the 10th anniversary of collaboration. The following art concert, planned in a way to show the versatile Ukrainian culture, was also of great interest and pleasure for Iranian colleagues. Mentioning with warm, thankful words the creative labor of railcar builders, who were hard-working involved nearby all those years. One of the pleasant surprises for the high-level Iranian delegation appeared here, the good tradition of the JSC's personnel to plant trees in honor of important events and dear guests. That's why, as you can see, our enterprise's territory is buried in verdure, said Mr. Vladimir Prihodko, the president of the JSC, during improvised speech in front of the guests. Responding to the offer of railcar builders, our Iranian friends, together with the JSC management, planted the symbolic lane of trees on the enterprise territory. The lane, in due course, will turn to green grove, symbolizing long-standing and fruitful work of our companies. The young people of the enterprise were the assistants for the guests in planting, and that was the pledge of further mutual relations and collaboration development. The Iranian guests rather took photos in memory of that small trees, shoots of new life, which the guests became concerned in. Unfortunately, these June days, filled with warm personnel contacts, were passing too quickly. The days were of common joy, comprehension of milestones passed on common paths, thinking over, consultation and negotiations on prospective common projects. After all thankful words, the Iranian delegations was leaving hospitable Ukrainian land with understanding that much common work waits for the specialists of the JSC Kryukovsky railway car building works and of Iranian Islamic Republic Railways. Business relations created within the 10 years common work will be strengthened further due to such friendly meetings, favoring the achievements developing and forwarding up-to-date railway motion and existing industry of Iran and Ukraine.